It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Buffalo Bills, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
All right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
True story. First time I saw Justin Herbert at a Pac-12 Media Days, I thought, that can't be Justin Herbert. That guy looks like a defensive lineman. He is massive. But then you watch him play and you realize he's one of those 6'5", 6'6" guys that's the athlete of a 6'2". The way that he moves so effortlessly, the way that rocket arm can throw the ball all over the field. Been hyper productive statistically. Kind of like that Fouts guy that wore the lightning bolt before him. On any given Sunday, this guy can put on a show.
Second and 3 now. Has it downfield, working the left. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Into a crowd and, intercepted. Matt Milano in to pick it off. And the Bills get the football on the first turnover of the contest. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
So now the Bills will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. And leading them out, someone who's still the pride of Wyoming University and Fireball, California. One of the league's best and biggest arms, Josh Allen.
We've seen a lot of big arms come and go in the NFL. Few translate that talent, though, into stardom, quite like Josh Allen. It's fun for me on the college football road when I ask these young quarterbacks who they idolize, who they look up to, and just about every big guy that can run says the same thing, Josh Allen, because that skill set is so tantalizing. A player who can rip off a highlight reel play with the pass and just as easy with the down in just about any situation.
And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Allen now on first down. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Again, Allen to the air. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Third and goal for Allen. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bass now to kick this away. Darius Davis to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
2nd and 10 now. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Couldn't make the connection, was looking for Ladd McConkey. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he goes down. The Bills got to him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
You just feel this defense starting to come alive, don't you, Kate? Got their first turnover last time out. Now they put their first sack on the board. In big plays on that side of the ball, well, they can come in bunches. Defense sure hopes to keep this faucet going, and the offense wants to turn the spigot off immediately.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Bills will take over possession. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's Cook. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Second down now, 7 to go. This is Cook on the handoff. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Stopped by Deion Henley. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
They will not get another play off. We're at the end of 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're looking at 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Throw right side, and Shakir has it. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Throwing now on first down, Allen. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Blitz coming here. Allen. Cook calls it in. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Allen on 3rd down. Has it down close. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26. And now they have a 1st and goal.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Working inside the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Allen gonna throw again. On the move. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take a 13-0 lead. Josh Allen, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Bass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Bass now to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And Brock, these guys are still searching. They are still searching for their first points, but beyond that, they don't even have a first down yet.
Not even one?
No, they're still searching. I know. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Herbert from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. The Chargers probably getting their punt team ready to go. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st and 10, here's Allen. Pass complete to Cook. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Coleman with the grab. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. To the air again, Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And now they face second down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
To throw again, it's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far, but this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. But my hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He finds Kincaid. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Bills first down. So Buffalo's going to call it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They're set up at the 35 now. On first down, Allen hits his tight end on the corner route. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills get more points to end a lopsided first half. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Bills stretch their lead to 21. Bass now to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chargers ready to go on offense for the final time in the first half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. First and 10, Herbert. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson. It's halftime here in Buffalo. The Bills with the lead after 2. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report.
The Bills were led in the first half by their all-world quarterback, Josh Allen.
He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Ty Johnson now to return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. So to begin the third, it's going to be the Buffalo offense we see first. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone, but through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion. Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your #1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half, and that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Connection made to Coleman. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
2nd and 3 now. Slot receiver headed left. From the 41. Complete to Coleman. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Now it's Cook. Escapes a defender. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, and they go right back to him. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win, too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Pressure coming, it's Allen. Pass brought in by Amari Cooper. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate, but the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers, he comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Here's a give to Cook. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. They got a handful on the play, now need a handful more, 5 yards on 2nd and goal.
Kate, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Amendola able to put it through. And they come away with some points on that series.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Bass now to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So we're through 3 here. The Chargers have it to start the 4th in a game that seems pretty far out of reach. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Hurst there to grab it. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
2nd and 10 now. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. It's Herbert once more. On target to Dobbins. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Herbert to throw once more. Finds McConkey. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
From the red zone now. Escapes the puck. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Kate, little good news, bad news, right? Bad news, you take a sack. Good news is you do actually have a few more plays in your playbook. Everybody always says, well, you got more room to operate. No, what you have are now more options with that offense. Now you got to avoid taking a sack and get that ball out of your hand.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Chargers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. They send the tight end in motion. Herbert from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
He's on the move. And he's in for 2, so don't write him off just yet. I know the chances are slim, but still a small one in this 2-possession game. Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. Well, the Chargers are pointing. They're excited. And yes, they've got it! All right, partner, peel back the curtain for everyone who's watched this happen on Sundays. Win looks unlikely, but they're still trying this kick. What is the coach now saying to his offense before they run out there?
I could hear the great Tom Moore, longtime NFL coach, over and over. He would preach to us through the week during the game. Whoever plays the game the hardest, the longest is going to win. And my goodness gracious, you just recovered an onside kick. So play this game to the final second. The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, Herbert. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Timeout called by the Chargers, their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Give all the credit to the coverage on that one. Even with plenty of time to throw, they never gave him a lane to complete it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Herbert throwing again. That one's complete over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. That one's rejected at the line. And it sets up 2nd down.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
Now Herbert again. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Crucial moment of the game here as the Chargers try for two. Herbert's going to look to throw for this. It's caught. And he'll get into the end zone and make this a one-score game in the fourth quarter. Okay, partner, in that spot, you know you got to go for it there. Make it a one-score game. How do you come up with a call that works when that defense knows from the start of things that you're going for two?
Because, Kate, we're talking about practice. Yeah, we're talking about practice. You actually practice those plays, and you come up typically with 2 or 3 two-point conversion plays every single week. You practice them, you rep them, so when it's called like that, you're ready for the moment.
Approaching the final minute here, they need to find a way to defy the odds and get this back. And the Bills are able to secure this kick. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3-and-out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3-and-out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Cook. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. Timeout taken by the defense, their second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Second and 6 coming up here. Another one for Cook. And he's able to take this up pretty close to that 40-yard line. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Third down, 1 yard to go. Again, it's Cook. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. The Bills take a knee, and they'll let the seconds tick away in this win.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the roar of Bills Mafia, it's a win for their guys in Buffalo. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us?
All of us. D, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.